So I managed to get myself a little old beta key for Elder Scrolls Online, which I got yesterday, which I was very excited about because I sort of signed up to this a while ago, and I've been watching the progress. And obviously it came out on, well, the beta came out on PC first, but now it's PS4's turn, and it's looking pretty beautiful. But before I get more into this video, I just wanted to show you how big this map actually is. I haven't really played that many MMOs. I mean, I played Skyrim and stuff, but if you just look at this, so at the moment I'm in this one section, then you zoom out into a bigger section, and then you kind of zoom out of that, and then it has this sort of world map, which is crazy really, and it's split up into all these other big sections, and then you zoom out of that, and it's got an even bigger map. So this is a pretty large, that Cold Harbour bit is where you start off in the very beginning bit, I think that's what it's called. I don't really know the names of it. I've literally, this is sort of the first couple of minutes I've been playing on it, but yeah, no, the map is, well, I think it's pretty big. I'm not sure if how it compares to other MMOs, because as I said, I don't really sort of play them that much. I mean, I've tried a bit of World of Warcraft, but not the biggest fan, so we'll see how this goes. But like I was saying, I did play Skyrim. I was a pretty big fan, but you kind of, I feel like you kind of got to be in the mood to play these type of games, because it's very sort of, you know, kind of role-playing, not role-playing, but sort of swords and dragons. It's very much some, you know, it has to be to your taste, and sometimes I really like it, and other times I don't want to play that kind of role in a game. I much more prefer the, like, if they had made a Fallout online game, that would have been amazing. Which I don't know, they may still do, they may not, but to be honest, I'd prefer them to keep that to a single player kind of only element. But this is, I don't know really, I mean, if I'm going to be harsh about it, it kind of feels like a really dumbed down, sort of almost worse version of Skyrim. Like, I know it's supposed to be an MMO and you know, have other players, and I'm sure it'll be better once I can maybe have a guild and run around with other people. But for the moment, when you're playing it like this, and you will see in the video a few other people running about, but at the moment it kind of just feels like I'm playing, yeah, a really dumbed down version of Skyrim. You know, I don't think the graphics are as good, but that's kind of to be expected in an MMO. For some reason, I think it's just because it's online, and you know, rendering and all that stuff is a bit harder to do when it's all loads of people playing on it at once. But I kind of maybe would have preferred it if the guys at ZeniMax, I think it's called, or something like that. Or, well, I know Bethesda. I can't remember the name of the other developer, but I wish they kind of just done maybe a single player, like another Elder Scrolls game, because this, for me, at the moment, it's kind of a bit, it's just too generic MMO, you know, go here, do this quest, go over here, do that. And I know that kind of was the basis of Skyrim, but at least Skyrim kind of had a bit more of a story to it, and I suppose maybe this does have more of a story, and I'm just sort of jumping the gun a bit and kind of presuming that it's too sort of MMO-y. But it does have its moments where it's quite fun, but just the combat kind of feels a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit too sort of clunky at times, but that's always quite hard, I guess, with sort of sword combat and things like that. But as you see here, I've actually picked up this kind of staff, which is more of like a fires projectiles, fires kind of like icy magic stuff, which is actually pretty cool, and is really effective. So I kind of use this for a bit, but I do come a bit unstuck in a minute where I meet this guy who kind of rushes at you, which I was kind of worried about, because if you use sort of staff and magic like that, it's good for a distance, but until something starts running at you, then it's kind of hard, and you have to kind of switch back to other weapons. And at the moment, I don't really know how to have different weapons and different inventory slots to sort of quick select them. The only way I can do it at the moment is to press start and go down to my items and select it there. I don't know if anyone else knows a way how to sort of quick select a weapon, please tell me. But as you saw, I don't know, it popped up just a minute ago, down at the bottom of the screen you'll see sort of like a bar, there you go, and it has, so on your left you've got, that's something you can put into a quick inventory slot item. It's like your health, so it's like health files. You kind of press like up on the D-pad, and it will, you know, he'll take some health. And then you've got your square, triangle, circle, L1, R1, then L1 plus R1, and for all those slots you can assigned kind of like abilities and things like that. At the moment, well, you get these abilities as you rank up and your skill goes up and things like that. And at the moment, I've got on square and triangle these kind of sort of sword attacks, I guess you could say. I'm not really much of a fan of. It was like in Skyrim, I never really kind of liked using magic that much. I kind of thought it was sort of cheating in some kind of stupid way. So I only ever really like using melee weapons, you know, swords and axes, and occasionally bow and arrow. But yeah, for the most part, I kind of just like using the axe and the swords and things like that. So, but this staff thing was kind of a sort of, oh, you know, I thought I'd give it a try because my other weapon wasn't too powerful. So, but yeah, no, I mean, and as you see here, this is kind of like this is actually one of the main quests that I'm doing, and it's kind of, yeah, go to here, go to there, then combine these things to do something else. Oh, this is riding the horse. You hold the touchpad on the PS4 controller, and he'll whistle, and you can ride your horsey. Or there are actually a few more mounts that you can get. Now this guy, for some reason, this is the thing I was telling you about, how he rushed me. And I don't know what it is about MMO games or just online games in general, but there's always this kind of annoying kind of lag where it doesn't actually appear like he's close enough to connect with me for his shots, but he seems to always get me, which was really kind of pissing me off actually. I think I'll speed it up in a minute just to sort of, this does go on for a bit. But I almost get him, but for some reason he just has this one attack which knocks you down. What you're supposed to do when he's doing that is you press L2 to block, and then that will kind of push him backwards, which is how you're supposed to actually defeat him, but I don't. I just try and run at him and don't really have any tactics. But as you'll see in a minute, I do actually finally get him. But the only thing is with this game is I'm not really sure how much of it is just going to be like this. This is the only problem I have with it is, well, it's most MMOs, to be honest. It's very, very repetitive, and it's going to either have to have really nice surroundings, which it does, really good, you know, really good setting, things like that, really nice enemies. Aesthetically, it's got to look good, which it does. This is probably one of the best MMOs I've ever seen, and you know, from that aspect, it's really good. But I don't know, in terms of gameplay and stuff like that, it's going to have to offer something really, you know, good, and storylines and things like that. It's going to have to offer something. But I think at the end of the day, if you did enjoy Skyrim, I don't really see any reason why you wouldn't enjoy this, and especially seeing as now you can play it with your friends, so that's just a bonus really. But anyway, this has just been a little sneak peek at Elder Scrolls Online. I'm gonna leave it here, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys later.